Now, as much as I'm tempted to see if this would work in extra mode and give me all the different bonuses, that might almost be too chaotic for this one, because I am sort of on the clock. So, we'll original mode, arcade. We've got to. It's a general knowledge round. He's just a floating eyeball. We could be a purple one. Could be a purple one if we, but I always found that the red one just had a more handsome configuration of stones floating around it. So yeah, this is the character who every round switches to the fighting style of a different character. And these used to be a thing in this and Tekken, which was sort of the sister game to SOULCALIBUR, which he's from. He's from here as a PS2 exclusive bonus, because they did that even back then. And Yoshimitsu is in both series as well. So the reason I'm doing this is just because, like, well, first of all, I just like the look of Charade. I just think he's pretty cool looking, and also I miss those fighters because they're not in those games anymore. Because they've got no application in Evo, I guess, which is the only thing fighting games are interested now. Just get that lucrative esports prominence. You know, it's gotten so bad that Street Fighter V launched functionally useless to beginners. The story mode was incomplete. It was barely even started as far as I could work out. There was a lot of stuff just missing from it outright. And then the story with that game just got progressively worse from there until it was literally plastering fighters in adverts for other shit. So I just wanted to take us back to a simpler time where we just had an eyeball floating about, and that was all we needed. So let's do it. Rocks today. Now, we're not entirely sure what Charade is, so we're really gonna have no fucking clue what Charade's stake is in all of this until now. We're starting as either Cassandra or Sophitia. Then that means I don't know how either of them. I don't remember how they play in this game enough to really discern a functional difference between the two at this point. We'll just see what everything does and work it out like a man who works it out whenever he can, because that's what I am in this instance, and so it makes sense to behave as such. I certainly wouldn't want to deceive you into thinking I was anything else, like a stoat who didn't do anything ever. An immobile stoat. A fixed stoat in space. No. I am not one of those, he says. Cervantes. Whee! I did get the impression that that was who Necrid got that particular move from. Does that mean he's got the sideways one as well? Yeah. There we are. Oh, you can actually go and fuck yourself, I think. What was that even? I did a fun little spinny kick, and I can't guarantee that I'll be Cervantes again in all of this, so I will never get the opportunity to re-examine that. Oh well. Moving on. Keelik, you've got a lovely scar on your cheeko, letting us know that you've done a fight. Underground, overground. Oh ho!
Is there no other way?
You're trying to reason with the floaty eyeball stone demon. I appreciate you for that, but it's weird that you went there. Well, you're going to go all sorts of directions. And I've mocked you in some way. Thank God I've cut you to pieces now for this. There's no getting around all of this sometimes. Ho ho. The eyeball just constantly stares at you, which is a good lesson to learn, because it's not going to change. It's always been that way for me, and you shouldn't expect better for yourself, because it ain't coming. The eyeball does not care. It just does what it wants, and disregards your wishes and desires by being spinny. Yeah, that's what you hadn't considered, is that I can press a button and make a sword attack happen, even if I don't fully understand it. Ha ha. I've got there. It's all very good. Hey, Snoofus. Snoofus. Eternal struggle with a Snoofus. Ho ho. Now it's time for one of these. I don't care how you come cartwheeling in, I'm going to fight you with a stick. We poke. Oh, that's not the prod I was expecting. How do I do the prod? Do I not? I might not have prods. Wait, is this prod? Prod? Prod, 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 prod! Boof. You'll never get away from me. Decent understanding of how Keelik's moves work. Just, yeah. You can imitate all manner of things, even a bird in combat. No, we've already been this one, come on. I want to I want to get as many different ones in as we can. Whoop, snoop. Go away now. Oh, for all time and forever. Well, that's maybe not what I wanted to do. Well, that was half a second that was very difficult to pass. There we go. Even upon repeat viewing, I'm not sure what went on there, but Voldo seems happy regardless, and so, you know, there's that I can derive comfort from. Okay, no, yeah, this is definitely Cassandra. The other one would have been Sophia then, in that case. Boing. Bouncy spring attacks, come on. I'm going very whoosh, sort of. Look, there's all sorts. There's all sorts you can't account for in the mystery machine. Alright? You didn't think the machine itself contained mysteries, did you? You thought it was just a van they went to and from mysteries in. No, there's mysteries even within it. And there's nothing we can do about them, really. They're just there. I hate it. Tucky! We're gonna fight you now. Oh ho! I've got Talim's attacks.
Battle 1, fight.
Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do, doing a funny dance. Doing a funny dance today. I've been killing me tonight, and I'm gonna drag you away, kill you now. Haha. So there's that now that we've done. And there's it again, in case you weren't sure, in case you didn't believe me. Whew. I don't know. I'm an eyeball, leave me alone. Ah, yes, this is the stuff. Oh, apparently it wasn't. Not that one, at any rate. Well. Ah, I knew moves with you at some point. Come on. There's this. Do you... No, that's a Netgrid exclusive, it seems like. Oh. Hi. Barge at you. I must say, your tits are not as ridiculous as the art in the official strategy guide led me to believe. They really want you to know she has breasts in the strategy guide, and it's quite alarming. You'd think they'd get in the way, but no, turns out they're full of helium. Yeah, it's very, very useful, in fact, as for the springing for the purposes of a ninja. If you ever need an MRI scan, we've got you covered. It's where we store the helium so it doesn't escape the Earth's atmosphere, and then when it's needed, we call upon it. It just whistles out of the nipple. Cervantes, look what this whole process is doing to. Look what I've been driven to. You've got to let me win. You've got to let me go home. Spring can only take me so far. Those are some very funny swords. But I am mighty. Come on. Meet your end at the hands of my thighs. My thighs don't have hands. If they did, that'd be fucked up, huh? Think about that for a second. You won't. You're too much of a coward. Come now. Come now, do you really expect Montague Pathways to get back on his bus with nary a thought given to the logistics of space travel? I really could have won that had I just stopped prattling around, but the prattling around was too important to me in my heart. So now I must start again. Okay, yes, Astaroth once more. Whoa. Oh, nope. Nope, that's not the grab button. Or buttons, it's a combination. A combination of grief and sandwiches, yes. Sandwich grief. Oh, God. Oh, God, don't do that. Oh. I never anticipate the low attacks. It's maddening. Martial arts. No, come on. You literally can't see a budgie through solid lead. Okay? It's opaque. I don't care how much you like that particular bird. That's not enough to enhance your eyes at the last minute, okay? Not how eyes work. The eye does not respond to just strength of will alone. Okay? There are rules to how these organs work. Oh, now you're fucked. Ow, I'm fucked. Oh, God. I'm not good at the game. Oh, that's not as I remember. That is. Oh. Poke, prod. Okay. Okay, that went fairly painlessly. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Swishy attacks. Slightly different from later iterations. Oh! Yes.
His purpose.
So lovely this is.
Battle 1.
Aha. Now we are... Oh, God. Now it's our turn to have gigantic breasts. But only in the art book. Well, maybe for some reason her original costume. I mean, we all know why, and we're not shocked. And it's hardly an original observation, and there's really very little benefit that anyone gleans from me hanging a lampshade over your breasts. But but to be fair, it's a very amusing visual. So, you know, you're not being clever, nor are you attacking the sanctum, which you should have been this whole time. It was the whole reason we allowed you into Beefeater Bay, alright, where we eat the beef. Take this seriously, come on. You're not even doing anything, and you still beat me. Look at my bum, I display it to you as a sign of disrespect. Good. Excellent. Oh! I've kicked you a bit. Hey! I did finally get to reinvest in that move and get it good again. Get in the ocean. Goodbye. You'll never find my secret now, it's not underwater. But you are, and that's why you're in different places. In case you hadn't grasped how that worked. I'm gonna fight you now. It's the destined battle. Oh no! All of the bits of us fell down. Whoop. Here we are, look.
What are you?
I'm not sure. I don't know that it's explained. I mean, he's probably got something to do with Soul Edge, right? Big floating eye. Sort of orange evil aura. Probably something to do with Soul Edge. It's all but guaranteed. I just did a big jump. I just did a big spinny jump, to be honest. What's this to do with? Oh, I'm not good enough.
Winning is all that matters.
Battle 2. Fight.
Spinny kicks! All else will fail, and I won't remember any of it, but I know spinny kicks. Spinny kick! Oh, different type of spinny kick. Spinny kick! Oh, God. You need to... Please don't. Kick. Spinny kick. The kicks will continue even after I am gone. And I want you to bear that in mind, even now. It's all too sudden. Haha! Do you remember? Oh. Do you? Let me confront you with the fact that I'm imitating your sister. All right? It's meant to be like dramatic. It wasn't. It wasn't dramatic enough. You just destroyed me immediately.
I don't understand this at all.
9.
I mean, that's relatable. Honestly, I won't hold it against you, but oh.
1. Fight.
But at the same time, oh, that's different from the serpent that I used to see once or twice every given evening. But now I don't see it much at all, and I blame you for that. You took the serpent from me and then never gave it back. You didn't return my snake when I wanted you to. Now you've been poked for it. How'd you feel?
You win.
Oh. And that's how I will get you, with my pointy fingers. I've got opposable thumbs, unlike some of my adversaries. Okay? Some of my competitors in the field don't have that. I'm unique among rocks, in that I can grasp. Come on, 2 in a row's a bit much. There's really no... I remember this, and that's all.
Knockout.
It wasn't enough. It was not enough at all. And I think that's a shame.
More today.
I have learned it. Thank you very much for it now.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh god, I've no fucking concept of what you do. Doesn't seem to be a tremendous impediment, but I do still sort of wish I was just about anyone. Whoop, swiggly. Oh, god. It resolved itself in my favour. Excellent job.
Win.
And now... No, it didn't, actually. Because now I've got to confront the worst god we've ever had. The Man of Burning. And we can't figure out... I'm a sword, and I've got your eyeballs as well, right here. I've got an eye, but it's where my head is, so it's more normal rather than being in my tumbus. The tumbus of a contrived stone man.
Versus Inferno.
You'll never know. It'll be a mystery till the day we both perish.
Era of terror has begun.
The terror is coming to get us now with nunchucks. And only the bravest will succeed. Now, fortunately, it's Maxi, so I really can just spam buttons, but it won't stop me from being obliterated by this fellow, because he's too strong. He doesn't... wiggling sticks at you and you don't care. I don't feel like. I can punch you a bit though, so there's that at least. Oh, I've got nunchucks throughout. I don't get a choice. I've got to hope these are good enough. I'm already at a bit of a disadvantage because of just how much health I lost in the first round. But then, okay, we got through that without incident. Can I defeat you? For the sake of the Kookaburra population within my brain. No! I've imagined so many of them! All the birds I imagined, and for what? I just got beaten up by a burning man again. Okay, who am I this time? Oh, Cervantes is relatively powerful. He can spin like that, he can do this. Those are some of his moves. Here's another one. How do I shoot? How do I do shooty gun like the one I have? I try and figure... of course, in the process of trying to figure that out, I will be... Pokey! You've done a lot of pokey, and I think that's pretty great. Oh! Fuck only knows what that was. But it worked out, so, you know, I won't strictly complain. Oh, I think I remembered out, but it's definitely going to get me killed. I died anyway. I could have, it wouldn't have mattered. I could have just done it, and now I will never know, and I must live with the regret for the rest of my life. Be true to who you are, is the lesson here, because a skeleton's gonna set you on fire anyway. Oh no, I'd rather not have. I don't really know what your moves do. I've preferred many. I've stabbed your toes a lot. Is that anything? You've got big sort of skeleton sword talons. And I've stabbed them off now, so now hopefully you are weaker. I reckon. And that's... oh no, you are in fact the one. Ow! It was quite painful actually. How dare. Oh, the soul edge indeed has come back to haunt you. Oh, it's quite powerful. But what you aren't expecting is that the calendar is back. Hey? Ooh! Didn't expect the calendar to be back, did you? You thought it was gone away now. You thought it would leave to get more dates, but there weren't any more. Well, joke's on you. There's at least 7. Alright, we're fine for another week. And then we don't know what the implications of it are. Will time stop? Will the world end? Who knows? Neither would be implausible. The full power that the calendar has yet to... it neither knew the reason nor cared why. I mean, that's certainly how I feel when I'm an eyeball. But it had to return. And when they found one another, it was like finding oneself. They melded together and formed one sword, then quietly closed its eye and slept, unknown to the world. We've gone back to a sword that we are. It sleeps even to this day, and awake in the next hand to grasp its ill. We were Soul Edge the whole bit of it at the time. We're having now just a snooze as a sword. I could probably do with a snooze as a sword at this point. I may go off and have one after this, but first of all, we've got to have the... oh! We've got to have the exhibition mode. Because it's very important that you see this one. We need to show off being an eyeball. And I will do so with extreme prejudice. Exhibition theatre. Right? Charade. Let's go. Right, you ready for this display? Squiggly, squiggly. It's me. And that is it. We love to see it. So, thank you for being an eyeball with me, and bear that in mind for the rest of your life. On your deathbed, you will remember the image of an eyeball floating around. Goodbye? Yeah, sounds about right because we're ending the video. I should sleep.